everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Hakuouki Zuisoroku, the fan disc material for the original Hakuouki, or the extras added into the PS3 version of the stories of the Shinsengumi. So today we're starting along Harada's, because he's just the sweetest and I just want some cuddly happy moments with him, because he's been the cuddliest of all the guys in the game, so we're going for it. But first off, we have to go back into Adventures Part 1 and make a few different choices. So we're going to be skipping through some of the material that we read before the first time around. You know, chasing the cat and all that. So anyway, you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. And if you hadn't watched Hijikata's extras already, then please do that. Because like I said, we'll be skipping through previously read material. So for our very first choice here, we have to help with lunch, instead of distracting Hijikata. I'll go prepare lunch. I woke up late today, so I want to make up for that. Makes sense. Thanks a bunch, Chizuru. You'll be saving our skins if you come with Shinpachi and me. I'd be happy to help, love. There's a mean old man in the kitchen right now. He, saw the giant mess in there and is pretty pissed off. Who's this old man? Huh?
Well, see, after the pots went flying everywhere and made a horrible racket, Gang came in to see what was going on.
Oh, I've never seen Gen mad before.
He was all, "What happened here?" and went off on us. It was like he snapped. He was so steamed, I thought he was going to draw his sword. I'd never seen him so furious.
I've never seen him furious, period. What did you do?
Are you kidding me? We ran for our lives. We've been hiding out here ever since.
Oh, man. They did it. They sent him over the edge. I wish they told me about that earlier. Now I was going to have to face him as well.
So, I suppose that means we have an extra step. Calm Gen first, then clean the kitchen. After that, we can finally make lunch.
Just to add to our troubles. Okay. I tried not to get too worried as I walked with the two men toward the kitchen, but I still approached it with no little trepidation. Let's hope Gen will be easily placated.
There you are, you miserable cretins!
The instant our feet entered the kitchen, Inoue's voice rattled the walls, intense and frightening. I had never seen him like this before.
Come on now, Gen, just calm down.
He raised his hands in a placating manner, his smile forced.
No point in scolding us now, right? The food's already a mess, and yelling won't get it back.
It makes him feel better.
Anyway, we need to figure out how to get rid of the evidence, fast. Don't give me that anyway nonsense, young man.
Suddenly it seemed like he deflated. His shoulders dropped and he sighed heavily.
Nothing to do but start cleaning. Quickest way to make it look like it didn't happen. The floor first, perhaps.
Shouldn't you start at the top and work your way down?
Well, good thing we bought help. Chizuru is going to give us a hand and make lunch too.
Harada jerked his head in my direction, his voice low and soothing. He must have still been trying to calm Inoue.
There'll be 4 of us tackling this, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
Yes, I promised to do my best. I nodded, and Harada threw a grateful smile at me.
I knew we could count on you. Let's hurry and clean this place up before the demon comes around.
Okay. Inoue suggested the floor first, but when I looked, it wasn't as bad as I expected. He must have started cleaning it after Harada and Nagakura left. Thanks to his forethought, it didn't take long for us to finish. We then moved on to the other affected areas of the kitchen. Making quick work of it. Not too shabby.
Still, looking back at it, it's truly a sad sight. So much ruined food.
Oh, what a waste.
How about using the rice that fell on the floor as fertilizer out in the field?
That's a good idea. It's bad luck to waste food. We finally finished cleaning everything, and it was like the mess never happened. We were discussing the whole thing when... Uh-oh. Whoa! A loud sound came from the yard.
Uh-oh, that's pretty bad, Hajime. Hijikata's definitely going to give you crap for that. Would you please focus? We don't have the time to argue over this right now. Man, sounds like Soji and Saito had their hands full trying to take care of things out there.
Yes, I suppose so. I didn't know how to reply to that exactly. It was rather obvious they were having problems, so I mumbled out something non-committal. I wonder what happened to cause that noise, though.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think I'll go take a look.
Are you sure you want to see? I decided to... I'm gonna continue making lunch, I'm gonna keep my head down, keep plowing forward. If you're leaving, then I think I'll fill in for you and help Harada and Nagakura prepare for lunch.
Oh, I would feel much better if you did, thank you. I'll leave you to it then.
Okay. Inoue headed to the yard, and the three of us that remained turned to face each other.
Nervously? So, what exactly are we going to make? We used most of the ingredients already, and a bunch ended up on the floor, so I'll have to make do with what's left. That's not good. Yeah, I had a feeling. We don't have a lot of time either. Better come up with something we can make, and fast.
Just plain rice? Are we gonna end up making onigiri again? That's like the fallback. Every time something goes wrong, it's always onigiri. No answers? Anybody? Bueller?
So, Sano, you got something in mind, right? At least give us something to work with. Why the hell are you putting it all on me? I'm barely better than you at cooking. I can't think of a dish at the drop of a hat like that.
Do we even have anything to work with? What do we have to work with? If I left the decision up to them, it was going to take forever. We'd be late for lunch at this rate. I gathered my courage and nervously spoke up. Why don't we use some of the old taro yams we have left? It would be easy to boil them. And maybe the daikon leaves are still okay to put in the miso soup if we throw out some of the pickled vegetables.
Chizuru!
Yes?
I've been thinking this for a while, but you're a really good cook, aren't you?
Am I? I don't think I'm good. I'm okay with some dishes, but I wasn't used to preparing food for so many people at once. It had always been me and my father. The dish size increase made it difficult to determine how much seasoning was required or how long it took to cook. I could only go with what seemed right and hope it worked. I guess I'm good at guessing then.
You're okay. My stomach would like to disagree. Your meals are delicious.
That's 'cause they say everything tastes better if a woman cooks it for you, huh?
What he said. You came up with the suggestions quickly, and you're reliable in the kitchen. You know what you're doing.
Are you guys just flattering me into doing all the work? I would hope so.
So then, what do you think we should do? How should we start this ball rolling?
Harada, do you mind making the broth for the miso soup?
I'm on taro peeling duty then?
Yes, please. I'll help you with that too. It seems like they were going to rely on me to take charge. I found myself blushing, but I was really happy. Nerves still made me jittery, but once we started cooking, I was able to focus and get to work. Until... Of course. There's always gotta be something. Again? The crash that resounded came from the entrance this time. Man, that is one troublesome cat.
Soji, you must feel ashamed of yourself. A captain of the Shinsengumi is unable to catch a cat.
You're trying to catch it too, Saito.
Speak for yourself, Hajime. I don't see you doing any better and we're equal rank.
And there goes Soji and Saito again. Damn if they aren't noisy as hell.
It sounds like they still haven't caught the cat.
To be able to taunt and outrun a pair of skilled guys like those two. Damn, that cat has balls.
Nagakura and Harada both guffawed loudly, clearly entertained by the whole situation. Like, as long as it's not their necks on the line. Let's see, here I have to not be concerned. Never mind what's going on outside of the room, let's just take care of food. It was true, I was a little worried, but I was sure they had things under control on their own. We had a lot to do ourselves, so I had to focus on preparing the next meal. The kitchen felt quiet for a while, each person focusing on finishing their assigned task.
Sorry about this.
What? Huh?
I'm dying to know what's going on outside, so I'm gonna quickly hop out to check.
The curiosity got the best of you. No, don't do it, Nagakura!
Hey, Shinpachi. Sorry, I'll be right back.
You traitor!
He's gone.
How long can he possibly be?
turned tail and ran. What am I going to do with that guy? From the looks of it, he's not going to be back for a while, even though we barely have enough time to make lunch.
Why would he be gone so long? I thought he was just gonna peek. You think so? He said he only wanted to figure out what the sound was. He should be back soon. Locating the source of the sound wouldn't take that long. Or was it just an excuse to run away?
Knowing him, he wasn't even that concerned. I bet he just wanted to get out of peeling yams.
Harada chuckled bitterly. I didn't know what to say.
He hates doing chores. Doesn't like the feeling of being forced to do something against his will, or something like that. Usually he'll grumble but still do them, but I guess since you're here today, he decided he's free to go.
Oh, he dumped his duties on a little girl. I guess I'm not a little girl, but small woman. Really? He certainly dropped a lot on my shoulders. I wasn't sure if I was pleased he trusted it to me, or annoyed. I'd be the latter.
Well, nothing to do now but keep going. I'm sure we'll manage fine.
Okay. Nervous energy started building up in me. I was worried, but to keep the situation calm around here, we had to have everything ready on time. I dove back into peeling that gigantic pile of yams. With vigor, because there's a lot of yams to peel, and now they're gone. I glanced up when I was nearly done to find Nagakura still hadn't come back. Yeah, Sanosuke read that right. He either got caught up in helping Okita and Saito, or he really had planned to not return. I had no idea which one it was. But being down one person meant I had to hurry up and pick up the slack. Nagakura, you jerk.
Hey, Chizuru, got a minute? Could you come here and check the pot?
Oh, of course. He stepped aside as I leaned over and examined the pot's contents. Okay, looks like the broth is just about ready, so now all we have to do is finish it up.
Is it alright to put the miso in first? I haven't had a chance to prepare the rest of the ingredients yet.
I'll take care of that then. I'm almost done with the yams.
Thanks. So, how much miso do you think I should put in?
Well, the daikon leaves have plenty of moisture already. It might be better if you put in more than normal.
Right. I'll see what I can do. Would you mind tasting it later?
Sure. Just hope it doesn't kill me. He was depending on me. It was a pleasant surprise, and I realized I liked it. Yeah, it's nice to be depended on if they don't actually abandon you. Suddenly, he sighed and laughed ruefully, rubbing the back of his neck.
Sorry. I know I'm being particular. Most of the time when I get put on food duty, I just wing it. But everyone really likes your cooking, so I want to know your process for doing things.
You want to learn from the best, huh? Oh, it's no problem. I'm happy to be able to help. Perhaps he wasn't that great at cooking? He seemed eager to improve at least. I began cutting the daikon leaves into bite-sized pieces, my mind lost in thought. I felt eyes upon me. I looked over to discover he was gazing at my hands. Something the matter?
Oh, no, I was just thinking. When you look carefully, you're still pretty feminine, even disguised like this.
Are you looking at my pretty, dainty little hands? Huh?
Like now, the way you hold a knife. Not to mention your cutting technique is different from how a man does it. Your movements were so delicate and precise. I guess I was just fascinated.
Oh, you know how to talk to a lady. Harada leaned a little toward me, his posture and tone strangely earnest.
Chizuru, I think you'd be a pretty good wife.
Are you offering now? Oh no, that doesn't come till later. Really?
Yes, watching you today, I'm convinced.
He smiled wryly, an emotion too complex for me to decipher flashing across his face. He's thinking about the future.
This probably makes me sound like Shinpachi or Heisuke, but our food tastes the best when made by someone who knows what she's doing.
Thank you. Yes, I've heard that lots around here. I blushed, overwhelmed, and bowed my head. Not to mention the whole serving tea thing. I'm happy you think that. A woman ensconced among the very male headquarters of Shinsengumi was obviously considered an outsider. But Harada's words made me think that maybe he had accepted that part of me that most prohibited me from fitting in among them, my gender.
Chizuru.
What? Why are you looking serious all of a sudden? Narrowing his eyes, he studied my face. He must have seen what I was thinking in my expression.
Your life's going to be awkward and difficult, so long as you stay with us.
I can deal with it.
But if you run, you know you'll die. So you have to endure it, for your own survival.
Yeah, you guys have told me 1,000,000 times. I'll be safe if I don't try to escape, right? Before he could reply, I could see the answer in his eyes. No, you can't guarantee that, can you? Yeah, with all those demons out there.
If you become a liability, then yes, we may have to kill you.
He didn't even blink at those words. There was no pity in his tone or expression. Strangely, I found it refreshing. I didn't want that to be the only way people thought of me.
There's a point of no return. A line we can't budge. I don't expect you to understand.
His brow creased and he frowned. A moment later, his face cleared, the troubled expression replaced with a smile.
I just want to say that I'm incredibly grateful to have been allowed to eat your delicious cooking.
Even if he has to kill you later?
I truly mean that. Thank you, Chizuru.
I took a deep breath and looked him in the eye, my smile perilously close to cracking. I don't know how to make sure I'm doing the right thing. But I do know I don't want to die, so I promise I won't run. I had to live. My father was out there somewhere, so I had to stay alive as long as possible. But I'm glad you enjoy the food I prepare. It makes me want to keep trying my best. I may die by his hand someday. Knowing he liked my food turned my feelings about him into a complicated mess. Yeah, I had some complex feelings. Still, it felt like I was being useful around headquarters, and I was pleased. I thank you for that, Harada.
You're a brave girl.
It was uneasy praise, and somehow he looked even more troubled than before. He looked away. We both fell silent after that, choosing instead to focus on preparing lunch until Nagakura came back. I was going to live my life to the best of my ability, so they wouldn't have a reason to kill me. My resolve strengthened and focused. I looked forward to the next day. Wow, there was actually more new material in that than I thought there would be. So we'll go ahead and leave off that video, and in the next one, we will have Harada Memories of Love 1, followed by Shinsengumi Adventures Part 2, where we do the Harada selections for that. Alright, so, hope to see you in the next video for a little bit more with our dear Sanosuke, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.